I am responsible for satellite communications and position navigation and timing here at PA. What is special about PA is that we can innovate at any level for a business. We can do full end-to-end product development, right from really low TRL, so fundamental innovation, all the way up to tweaking a product to make sure that you sell, twice as much, or to make sure that that product for a defence client, it really does the job and defends the country. The breadth of people that we have here and who all speak both the same language of innovation, but different languages. So we have people from biomedical scientists to physicists to people who are expert in public health, to mechanical engineers, electronic systems engineers. So they all speak the same innovation language, but they speak completely different technology languages and industrial base languages, and that's where it gets exciting. So I have the pleasure of being able to pull together multidisciplinary teams to solve hard client problems. For me, that it's in the people. So you absolutely can design processes and development processes, problem-solving challenges, really well-structured workshops to create innovative solutions. But at the end of the day, it's the team that you pull together in the first place that makes the difference. And what we will do at PA is we have a bunch of internal people, and they're brilliant. And very often they can together solve a challenge for a client. But what I will freely do is I will pull in expertise from outside as well, so that I make sure that we've got the right team for the challenge. We don't have closed doors here. Bringing in sort of new and innovative thoughts and people, and getting the client to come in and be part of the process really gives us an innovative edge. Delivering innovation in the space sector, there are some really big challenges and opportunities within space at the moment. So if we just think over the last 5 years, the amount of press releases about space, whether it is satellite communications and Starlink, or whether it's going to the moon, or whether it is less advertised but actually incredibly important, the threat to position navigation and timing, because you can jam GNSS very easily. There's a lot going on in the space domain. Some of our clients will come to us because they're worried, and it's actually our job to make sure that they ride that wave of transformation and innovation that's going on in the industry. How do we practically support clients? So we work for the UK Ministry of Defence, specifying, designing, and then also procuring their military satellite communications system. So it's a £6 billion project over 10 years. It's an important element to UK's defence. Our job is to make sure that that system that is specified has all the longevity that it needs for that taxpayers' money that's going in. We also need to take advantage of all of the investments that are going on in the commercial sector for space within that military satellite communication system. So as time goes on, military systems will not be developed in isolation of commercial systems, because at the end of the day, the commercial systems, the technology innovation moves faster, and our defence clients have got to take advantage of that. So how do we support them? Well, PA has 1 foot in the commercial market for satellite communications and 1 foot in defence, and we are constantly walking forwards with those 2 feet in those industries and taking our clients along with us and learning from them as well. Okay, so we've got some brilliant clients, and together we're innovating. Another really critical area of the space domain is position navigation and timing. And the challenge there is that we have an exquisite system currently, which has GPS in it, but also has other international systems from other governments that give us position and timing. So as we drive around and we use our sat-navs, it's providing us with that location. But of course, it also provides national infrastructure with location, it provides governments and defence with location, it provides aircraft with location, ships, so This is absolutely critical, and it's exquisite, and it's free. And that system is under threat in a very practical way. So we are in the middle of the innovation ecosystem, currently providing alternative solutions to positioning, whether that thing is flying or floating or on land, and also timing. As time goes on and satellite communications become more standardized, at the moment, many satellite communication systems are still monolithic. So they stand alone, operated by one operator. As time goes on, they will start to look more like standard terrestrial telecommunications. And as that happens, clever compute can also help orchestrate. So those new technologies are absolutely fundamental to enabling the future of satellite communications. The same with position, navigation and timing. There's a term called sensor fusion engines, but it's a fancy term that just describes you can have lots of inputs from sensors, and then you have a brain in the middle, which can use AI and machine learning, that figures out where it is. So that's an alternative positioning system. So once again, these the new technologies have a really important part to play. New materials technologies as well in satellite communications, new antennas that are a combination of new materials, new mechanics, new manufacturing techniques, and also some clever compute that sits underneath it to take those sensor inputs and use them. So yes, absolutely. PA has capability in all of those areas. So I can pull together in a team here, 6 people in a room with a couple of hours notice to have conversations about those things, and that's really fun. For defence, it's how you spend the money you've got, whether it's small or medium or large, that is most important. I know that's a really obvious statement, but when you have to make those decisions on a 20-year basis, and you have governments that are only in for 4 years, and you have technologies that are changing at pace, it's a real challenge to make those decisions about investment. So that's a challenge for our clients. Where do they place their money so that they know they're going to get best value? In terms of our commercial clients, really it's about, most of them have brilliant teams in-house. And what we provide them with is acceleration most of the time. So they need to do something faster, so they'll come to us. They'll give us a component part of a project that they're already delivering in-house, and they know that particular part is their long pole, so they'll get us in to do a 6-month program. Or they don't have the team in-house, and it's just simply not worth them investing in bringing that team in-house, or they can't do it fast enough, and so they can come to us for anything from a tiny 3-week study through to a 10-year program. For some of our clients, we act as their outsourcing design department, actually, and have ongoing relationships with those clients for years and years. They are ahead of the game. They're looking sideways. They're looking for the white spaces. They're looking for international markets. They are being realistic about their right to play. It's about having enough knowledge about today and the past and tomorrow to be able to support our clients to thrive. Today I'm in PA's Global Innovation Technology Centre, so this is one of the jewels in our crown, and it's my office base. We are about 400 people, and between us we have the opportunity and ability to develop any product or service, physical or digital, or radio frequency for our clients. So it's one of the reasons why I came to PA in the first place. It's a really interesting place, and it's now 50 years old. And we've been innovating for all of that time. So we have here at GITC this multidisciplinary team that we can pull together to produce solutions, to play tricks on radio frequencies, to build electronics, but also to work with innovators in the field and bring them in, bring consortiums together. However, PA doesn't just pull a team of people together who are third party and then help them and put in, a program plan and manage it. Actually, here in GITC, for example, we've got a quantum radio receiver. That quantum radio receiver, we're currently doing some work for the European Space Agency to develop an alternative positioning system that looks not just at GNSS, GPS satellites. It also looks at anything that's in the sky, any satellite. So that is a sort of TRL level 4 system, and in about 3 or 4 years' time will be a practical product, and we'll be working with clients and also organisations to industrialise that and bring it to market.